Hi, folks. Here we are in week 5, and I love seeing your projects come in. Or I should say submissions, but projects. Some of them look like projects because what I'm seeing many of you are doing is a continuum of learning and being continuous with your submissions and just following that same topic all the way through. So that's very exciting to see, and I'm learning about so much. Um, some I know a little bit about, some I know nothing about. So thank you for sharing that, and thank you for being on top of it as far as getting your assignments in too. I know some of you are submitting them early because you're going to conferences, and that's great because I love. It's easier for me, obviously, if I have some early ones versus having 24 come in one day. You know how that is, of course, because you're all probably grading in some way. So, on to week 5. Well, some of the topics that I have seen throughout the week are proficiency based learning. And then let me see here. Oh, standards implementation was another one. And one of them was actually parliamentary procedure. So I thought that was kind of cool to see what's happening in your school and how you want to implement and such. So we're going to continue our learning this week. You have readings, and then you have your discussion board. And then let me see what I had over here. I think that was probably it. The only thing I want to talk about is your evaluation that's coming up of the curricula. So make sure that you look at the exemplar. That's going to help you a lot. Make sure that you stick to the rubric as well. And one thing I haven't said, but I'd like to share, is when there are different criteria for your submission, for your assignment, and you have a rubric, there's always like a subtitle to each section. A lot of you use those subtitles to divide your work so you can inform me what the content of your paper is section by section. And as I grade, I just look at that criteria section and that's how I give you points and that's how I give you comments. And when people don't do it that way, when it's just one continuous narrative, I have to seek out where your information is and how it's embedded. So sometimes, I think I'm reading what I think the rubric is looking for, but just a tip, you might want to divide your sections related to the rubric. But that's it. I mean, you're all doing great. Again, I love hearing your topics, seeing your topics, reading them. Great that the all the students that you're all melding together very well in your discussion boards, and the amount of students in your discussion board, I think is a good amount too. So I'll sign off. See you in the middle of the week, and see you online. And don't forget, if you need me, cmarcotte@une.edu, or text or call me, text me. Okay, 207-284-3680. Have a fabulous week. Thank you.